I gotta do the intro, you guys. Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm so hyped.
Hi, hello, hey, YouTube. I'm gonna be having my friends choose some drawings for me to redraw. I got them on the computer here.
Hi! Hi!
And I got these giant boxes to pick drawings from. So they picked 2 boxes. Wait, which one of you picked which? Oh, no, I remember. Iris picked 2014 and Kieran picked 2018, right?
Yeah, 18.
Okay. So this is the 2013 to 2015 box. And it says 1st and 2nd grade. So there's a lot of school stuff in here, so we gotta find the not school stuff. Here's the box, so you guys can see.
Dude, you're one of the smart kids.
Guys, listen when the others are talking.
What is that? What is that mass at like her feet?
I don't know. Like, look at her.
Wait, what's going on there? It's like it's a bunch of heads. Why does it feel like such a drama?
Okay, I'll just tell you when I find a not school related thing. Oh, I found a cat, purple cat thing.
Oh, that's cute.
And
Special.
a bunny.
Wait, they're cute. Oh, they've got so much personality. So much.
Can you tell I liked Frozen? I have a Frozen songs thing. I think it's printed out. Yeah, it's the lyrics for all the songs.
Dude.
Yeah, did you guys print out the lyrics for the songs in Frozen? I don't think you did.
No, but I printed out the Wikipedia pages to every single one of Donald Duck's family members one time.
We got this one.
Oh, how artistic. Oh, we like the blood. Okay.
The blood. I think they're supposed to be flowers. Some of us weren't drawing bloody stuff when we were kids, okay?
That's like all I did. Like, some of us were drawing gore. Okay.
Oh, I found a mermaid. There's a mermaid in there.
Oh my gosh, she looks like she is snapped in half. I was about to say, wow, just in time for mermaid, but it is June.
Can you believe I didn't draw any mermaids for mermaid? Like, I feel like I failed. Are any of these drawings speaking to you, Iris? Or should I keep digging?
Pink bunny with big toes, kind of cute. I don't know which one to pick. I agree with Iris on like, I like the weird little pink creature duo. Yeah, wait, no, do the pink creature duo and they're like girlfriends. It's Pride Month. Yeah, it's Pride Month. Get it.
Okay, what do you want me to do? The pink and purple cat and bunny? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pink, purple cat and bunny, and they're girlfriends. And it's Pride Month. Pride Month's special. Wait.
Okay.
Kathy, you know what we're serving right now? Do you know that one meme that's like, well, it's Pride Month, you know what that means? Then the other person's like, what? Do you want me to make, like, gay art? Like, that's you right now. I have literally no clue what you're talking about. Someone, like, just the other day that was like, well, SpongeBob is Pride Month, you know what that means? And SpongeBob's like,
You're the only one that knows the SpongeBob memes, Kieran.
okay, it's not a SpongeBob meme, though. It's like...
Are these 2 are the final answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
The final answer from Iris. Dun dun dun. Okay, and Kieran, just so you know, you are limited to 1 character. Do not pick 2 like Iris, okay? I'm not doing that twice. No more Pride Month for you. Okay, Kieran, are you ready for 2015 to 2019?
I am. This is like Christmas.
It's like Christmas?
I know that it was in a box and stuff.
In the Waldorf school era, there's a bunch of books. There are no sketchbooks, I don't think. Oh my god, you know what this is?
What?
Oh my God, there was this YouTuber who like painted My Little Ponies with nail polish and like did custom ponies, and you could like send your like drawings, like My Little Pony drawings in, and she would make it into a character. So I was gonna send this one in, but I guess I didn't ever do it.
You should make that cute. You should make it.
No My Little Pony fan art for me. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, Iris. It's Detailed Girl, we found her.
That's a high contender.
Yeah, you don't even know Kiergan. So this drawing,
Yeah.
YouTube, let me tell you. 2019 is the date. I was like, I'm gonna put as much detail, as much jewelry, as much stuff as I can. This is what we got. This is Detailed Girl.
That's good.
Yeah, okay. I'm leaving her out because I'm gonna redraw her if you don't pick her. We have Heart Dress Girl, probably one of the original drawings. Turns out all the art was at the bottom.
Cute.
We got this character. She like hit her head or something, I don't know.
Oh, she's got a fun little outfit. Like,
Yeah.
ombre.
Yeah, I think I've like drawn her a couple times and I forgot about her. But yeah, she's a cool color scheme. We have Flower Border Girl. There's no date on this one. This was one of the first drawings where I used Prismacolor pencils. I remember this one.
You were in your like fancy era.
Yeah, no, this is crazy. Like looking at my old art, I feel like it's like so much more like anime than like now, you know?
Much more anime inspired.
Did I lose my flair? Like, is my stuff boring now? Like, I feel like this is like kind of a vibe, you know?
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. It's a style.
You go through the anime and then you start finding your own style and it drifts. Like I think mine has drifted too.
Yeah, I literally see people recreating this. But do you remember in Barbie Princess Charm School? You remember that movie?
Yeah.
Remember when she's like
No.
balancing like flower pots on her hands or something?
Mm-hmm.
In like training, look, I drew that. You got me drawing Barbie. Wait, are you seeing one you like, Kiergan?
Honestly, I'm feeling really drawn to Ombre Girl.
Should I just do that one?
Yeah, you should do Ombre Girl.
Oh look, we got mermaids with fairy wings. I'm having too much fun going through here. Here we have the drawings chosen by Kiergan and Iris. We got Ombre Girl is what we're calling her. That's what Kiergan named her.
Ombre Girl.
Ombre Girl. She has no date, so most of the ones in there were like 2018, 2019, so like one of those years probably. And then we got the purple and pink bunny and kitty duo for Pride Month. Yeah.
That would really get you a lot of views if you use clickbait.
Maybe I don't want to use clickbait. Ever think about that? Huh?
Oh my god, are you hearing that, viewers? Kathy is a true-hearted, kind soul.
Okay, I thought you were gonna insult me, and I'm confused. You said something nice. Hi, voiceover me here. So here's a closer up of the drawings. And I also did like some little like concept or like practice sketches so I could decide the pose. And I just did like end up doing the first thing that I drew. And they're just like holding hands, which I thought was cute. And now we're getting out the watercolor sketchbook. This is an Etcher sketchbook. I was kind of scared for this drawing. I don't know if you saw my face when they were like, you should draw both of them. And I was like, ugh. But I was just really scared it was going to take forever. And I also like don't normally draw couples. So I was like, I have no idea what to do. But I think it actually turned out like really cute. So I'm really happy that they chose this one. And I almost want to draw them again. Like that's how much I like it. I'm like, ah. And it was really fun. Like Lil Me, she had some good ideas, okay? It might have not been that well executed, you know? But, like, I had fun drawing their fancy outfits. I also, for the bunny, I decided to not do pigtails, which was funny. I was rewatching the first part of this video, you know, to edit it. And I was like, oh, the bunny with the pigtails. And I was like, oh, she probably wanted me to do pigtails. I thought about it, but I think she just kind of has, like, a hole in her hair. You know how little kids do that? Or they, like, don't add, like, the part behind your neck. They just do like the front to like things. I think that's what I did. But yeah, I ended up doing her hair down, so I thought it would look like fancier. So that's why I ended up doing that. And I thought it would look cuter because she has like a little crown. So it looked more like princessy to me. Also, I'm not really sure why, but the like sketching part of this like drawing, it's kind of like blurry almost. But yeah, I'm not really sure why that is, but it's just for the sketch, like it gets better later. Fun fact, while I was sketching this, my phone storage got full and I like lost the footage of me drawing her face, the one I'm working on right now. But then I ended up like erasing the whole head and redrawing it. So it looks like you didn't miss anything, but this is the second time I drew her face. By the way, the yellow piece of paper I have there is like a protector for the page next to it so I don't get paint on it. And I don't really use it that often, but I have it so it perfectly fits that sketchbook. And this is a sketchbook that I've been using for years and I always like rebuy when I finish it. So I've had that yellow piece of paper for a long time. It's very important and I don't use it very often, but I'm using it for this video because I actually did the other painting first and it's right next to it. So I'm covering it with a piece of paper. I mostly wanted to show this drawing first because I didn't film the sketch for the other one. So I thought it would make more sense to show like the sketch and the painting for this one and then to show like the sketch being finished on that one when we get there. If that makes sense. I just thought the video would like flow nicer or something. But yeah, so now I'm doing like an outline with like a darker pencil to like finalize the lines, which I don't normally do that step if I'm going to add line art on top of it. But there was a lot of like small details on this and there's 2 of them, so I decided it would be a good idea. And I just also decided to use acrylic inks for this one for the line art and to like color it, just because haven't done that in a really long time. I don't normally color stuff with like acrylic inks, and I especially don't use like multiple colors. Sometimes I'll do like monochromatic stuff with acrylic inks. But yeah, I'm also gonna be using some metallic inks. I didn't use like that many, but I used them a little bit. So I'm starting off with a blue for the line art because in the other ones there is like a little bit of like blue accent color happening. So I decided it would be a good line art color. Also, fun fact about the first part of this video, I actually wanted to film that video in person, but I didn't know when we were gonna like be at my house next. So one day we were like, after we were calling for a long time, I was like, I'll just do it now. And I was like in my pajamas and I had no idea if it was gonna be able to like, if you were gonna be able to like hear them on the computer. And I tested it and I was like, oh, you can hear them. I was like, that's good. But then I didn't realize like my voice would be so loud, so I couldn't like turn up the volume to make them louder, otherwise I'd be super loud. So that's why I had to like go in and like type in what they were saying so you could like just read it. It took a long time, but I think that was the technique. And when I was going through like the art boxes, I think I was like looking at stuff for like a whole hour. Like there was a bunch of stuff that I like cut out because I didn't want that part to be too long. And they were just like talking about random stuff and I was like, oh, look at this. But yeah, so I deleted like a bunch of stuff. There was also a point in the video where I like finished, but I forgot to turn my camera off. And we like went on this whole like crazy like conversation that I recorded that was so funny, and I was gonna put it in the video, but it was kind of long, so I got rid of it. But yeah, we were just talking about cannibals for a while, what kind of people would taste better, important discussions. I do remember when I was sketching the hand for this drawing, I was like, oh, I've drawn that before. Easy breezy, won't take me that long. And then I like redrew it like 500 times. Like I was like working on that hand forever, like the the holding hands. I was like, yeah, no problem. It did take as long as it looks. Hopefully it looks like I spent a long time on it, because I did mess it up when I was doing the line art, which was really sad, but I fixed it in the end, so it was fine. And for the cat girl, I decided to do like a ponytail braid. I don't remember why. I think that just like sounded like a good idea in my head at the time. But yeah, I don't think she doesn't really have hair in the original drawing. Also, yeah, my head's kind of in the way. I'm very focused on drawing the faces. I'm not looking at the camera. This video took me so long. Like, I don't know why. And also, like, the intro with me picking out drawings, I filmed that in June, I guess. I don't even like remember, but I filmed that while I was working on my last video because I wasn't sure when we were going to have like an opportunity. So I was like, well, this is a good time, so let's just do it right now. like before I was even ready to start the actual drawings. So there was a couple weeks between like picking the drawings and like actually like starting the drawings. And then once I did start, they just like took me a long time. But I haven't been drawing that much recently, so I think that's why. But on the bright side, I think the video turned out good, and I do really like the drawings, even though I spent a long time making this video. I also have no idea what my next video is going to be. I'm sure I'll come up with some ideas. But yeah, it's acrylic ink time. And I did end up doing like a thicker outline like around them. I thought that was cool. And I like the way that looks, but I feel like you can like barely see it in the final drawing, but it's there, okay? I think acrylic inks was like definitely the way to go for this one, since they're very bright in the original like picture. They're like highlight colors like in the original drawing. So I think like doing super bright acrylic inks like worked. They're still not as bright as in like the original, but I think the colors are pretty close, so I'm happy. The only thing I would say that I kind of messed up on with this drawing is I think the values could be a little bit better. I kind of like wasn't really thinking, I was just having fun shading, and I made like all of the purples in the drawing the same like purple, probably because like I did use the same purple, but I could have used like more of the ink because I was mixing the inks with water. So if I used like more ink and less water, I could have made like a darker color, and I could have used more water to make it lighter. So I could have made all the purples and all the pinks like different shades, but I wasn't really thinking about that till like after I did the drawing, and then I was like, oh, I could have made it better probably. But yeah, so I didn't do that. They're kind of like very similar, but on the bright side it looks very cohesive, so that's nice. I also think since I only use like the pink and purple for everything, it kind of looks like the lighting is just like that, especially after I do the background and not like it's their actual like hair and skin tone. But I think it was a happy accident because I think it looks cool anyway, even if that was not the plan. What I didn't notice until after I like finished the drawing and I was like filming the like comparison to the old one is on the new one you can see like I made like her tail like have a little heart shape, and I was looking at the old one and I was like, wait, I did that for the old one too. So I think that's funny. I'm like, yep, apparently I just always do that. I really need to use my acrylic inks more because I really had fun like shading with them, but I don't really use my acrylic inks for like coloring stuff in like this. I normally only use them for line art, but I had a lot of fun doing this, so I really should use them for that more. I think it's pretty funny too how like my friends were like, yeah, you gotta draw them for Pride Month, and it's like, it's not Pride Month anymore. Not even close. It took me a little while to do this video. I hadn't even like started the drawing when it was still like Pride Month. It took me a while. But yeah, so I did use some metallic ink and I mostly just used it on the jewelry, and now I'm doing some gouache highlights. I think this part of the video like was blurry again for some reason, so I don't know what was up with that. But yeah, I spent forever like doing the little gouache highlights and just like making all like the tiny little details. I decided it was very important to add lots of sparkles to their dresses, and I also painted a bunch of like sparkles / like stars in the background with the metallic ink. Also, secret that I didn't film because I was lazy is I ended up like going over some of the lines with the blue pen to make them like darker, especially like the eyelashes. I think I did that for the hands too. Oh, and I also went like around the border of them again to make that like darker, and I'll show the final illustration at the end. But first, here is the second drawing I'm going to redraw. She hit her head, and here's the new pose. Yeah, I mean, kind of boring compared to the last one, but I figured we'll give her kind of like a normal pose this time. And I just did like black line art for this one. And you can see there's nothing on the left page yet because I did this painting first. And for this one, I'm going to be using watercolors. I also think one interesting thing about these two drawings is this one is like a very classic like painting for me. Like I did like line art before it, and it's just like one character, you know, just kind of chilling, and I'm using like watercolors. And the other one is something like I wouldn't normally do, like two characters with like acrylic ink like shading. I'm pretty sure I've only used acrylic ink to color stuff in with like multiple colors like one other time. I've used it a couple times to do monochromatic stuff. Like I used the blue a lot. But yeah, I know I keep saying that in this video, but it's just like, it's different. You don't understand, okay? And while the first drawing, I spent most of the time working on the sketch. This one, most of it was definitely on the painting. Watercolors, since they dry a lot lighter than when you put them down, I'm kind of there doing layers for like a very long time. And I think when I was working on this one, since the drawing is a lot newer, I was like a lot more like stressed about like making it look better. That's just, I'm always like that when I draw this again. I'm always like, oh no, I gotta, what is that? Oh, I found a spider. That's nice. Anyway, as I was saying, I was a little stressed out trying to make this like look better and also like have the colors match like perfectly. And fun fact about me is a lot of times when I see you draw this again on Instagram, I always think the old one looks better. A lot of times the new one will be like very like stiff, and I was scared this one was gonna be like that. And like the old one will have a lot more like style to it, and the new one's kind of boring. And I was like, is that me right now? I mean, she does have a boring pose, but I think this one has some flair in it too, hopefully. I thought it was really cool how in the original, like the ends of her hair are kind of like darker, so I made sure to include that in this one. And I'm not really sure that was intentional or not, or like that must have been intentional, or that was just like how the shading ended up looking. I don't know, but I thought it was a cool vibe, so I went with it. Like the ends of her hair just kind of dyed darker. I also gave her like black/gray eyeshadow because I thought it would look cool. That wasn't in the original. I just thought it would match her outfit better. And I gave her like red lipstick too because I just wanted to give her some makeup that matched her outfit. I think the anatomy is a little off in this one. Like the head maybe is too big and like the feet are too small or something. But I don't think it's that noticeable. And I think like the shading turned out really good, so I think it's okay. One thing also about this drawing is the red was like the most annoying thing to color match. Because in the old one, it's like, it's not pink, it's like red, but it's kind of like an orange and pinky red at the same time. And it's very bright, but also like not like a light color. It's like a bright color. So I was trying to like match it, but mine's just kind of like muted red. In the old drawing, it's like bright pink red. I'm not even sure what to call that color, to be honest. But yeah, so the red is a little different. I just couldn't figure out how to color match it. I don't think I used the right color. The blacks in this drawing turned out a lot better than the old one, though. I really like shading black. I like to do this thing where I make like the inside darker. Or in like this one, I did like, I made like the outline like lighter. So I made like an inner outline on like the pants. So there's like a black outline like in the middle of it. And I think that makes like black fabric look really cool. It makes it look like shiny or something. And I like shading that. So I decided to do just like a gray like background because I thought it would match. And I think that was the move. Not as exciting as the beautiful purple and pink background as the other one, but I think that was the move for this one. I had this fun idea to add some texture to like the clothes, where I just did a bunch of like swirly lines to kind of make it look swirly or something. Because the old one, it's kind of like, it's a little scratchy, which I think was kind of like on accident because I think I used watercolor pencils for the old drawing. I'm getting jump scared by bugs over here. A ladybug just like dive bombed me, literally made me jump, and then it flew off. Like, luckily it was just a ladybug, but I did just jump. That scared me. I was like, what was that? And it flew away. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, the pants. But yeah, I think the texture looks cool. You can see it better on the shirt. I only did one layer, so it didn't turn out super dark. But I want to try this again because I've never done that before, and I think it actually like looked pretty cool. I ended up adding some like circle highlights with gouache too, and you'll see that at the end, but I think that also looks nice. But yeah, here are the finished drawings. Here they are next to each other. They don't match at all, which is kind of annoying, but at least they both look nice. And here are the drawings next to the old ones, little comparison. And I did some little close-ups so you can see. I really like the little stars in the background. I think that looks so cute. I did forget to film that though, so sorry. And the little stars and the jewelry are metallic, so I was trying to show it. It's kind of hard to see on the video. It's very subtle, but it's there. And here are these two next to each other. And I thought I made the gold on this one like metallic too, but I can't tell at all, so maybe I didn't. Anyway, I'll see you again with a new video soon, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!